Hi guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be talking about the informational technology degree from WGU and more importantly, how to actually finish this degree faster using a smart transfer plan. Because this degree just got updated and a lot of the courses changed, so if you're going into this without a plan, you're probably going to waste a lot of time on things you don't even need to take at WGU. So I'm going to walk you through exactly what courses you should be doing before you enroll and how to structure this the right way. Now, quick context, this degree is actually one of the best options if you want to get into IT without going through a heavy math path like computer science. You can go into networking, cloud, cybersecurity, database roles, and a lot more, so it's a very flexible degree long term. So let's get into the actual courses. First, let's talk about your easiest wins, which are your general education and basic requirement courses. These are the ones you should 100% complete before WGU. So you're looking at courses like health, fitness and wellness, visual communications, critical thinking, human biology lab. These are all relatively fast courses. Now moving into your foundational tech courses. This is where a lot of people slow down if they leave it for WGU. So instead you want to complete these in advance. That includes introduction to networking, introduction to web development. These are core IT concepts, but they don't need to slow down your actual WGU term if you handle them early. Now, here's where you can start being a bit more strategic. There are a few courses that are just way better to complete beforehand because they replace harder classes at WGU. So for example, Introduction to Ethics, Business Statistics. Business Statistics especially is a big one because it can satisfy the applied probability and statistics requirement at WGU, which is known to be one of the harder courses. So knocking that out early saves you a lot of stress later. Same thing with math and writing. You want to get through algebra, English, American government. These can take a bit longer than the other courses, but getting them done before you enroll makes your actual degree much smoother. Now moving into some of the more technical database related courses, you've got Intro to Relational Databases and SQL, Computer Science 303 Database Management. These can help satisfy your data management requirements, and again, these are much better to complete before WGU instead of trying to deal with them during your term. Now, one thing I want to mention, because this is where a lot of people make mistakes, not every course should be transferred in. There are some newer WGU courses like Foundations of Programming, Python, Digital Transformation in the Enterprise, Agile Methodology, Technology Management. These are part of the updated degree and you'll most likely complete these at WGU. And then you've got certifications which can speed things up even more. For example, LPI Linux Essentials, CCNA, especially CCNA because it can knock out multiple networking related courses, which are usually some of the more time consuming ones in the degree. Instead of trying to figure this out on your own and guessing which courses to take and when, you use a structured path through UPI Study. So you're not just randomly picking courses, you're following a system that shows you exactly what to complete before WGU and what to leave for your term. And that's the difference between someone who takes 2 years to finish this degree and someone who can relatively finish in around 1 year or even faster. So quick recap, knock out your general education courses early, complete foundational IT courses like networking and web development before enrolling, use courses like business statistics to eliminate harder requirements, handle database and technical courses in advance where possible, plan around the newer WGU only courses. If you follow that approach, you're not just getting a degree, you're getting it done in the most efficient way possible. And honestly, that's what matters because at the end of the day, your goal is to just get into a job faster and not just spend more time in school. All right, that's it for this one. If you want, I can break down the exact timeline to finish this in 1 term versus 2 terms in the next video.